Hello everyone, this is another Scribbles Battle Report. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've played. Right now we have an 1850 game, Eldar versus the New Grey Knights. And playing the New Grey Knights is everyone's favorite internet celebrity, Simon! Come on, wait for your pen, Simon. Come on, you know you want to. Okay. Alright, this is the battlefield. We've got a pretty standard desert table here. Alright, my list is going to be 3 Guardian Jet Bikes, a Fire Prism with Spirit Stones, 10 Dire Avengers, Exarch with the Twin Shuriken Catapults and Blade Storm, in a Wave Serpent with Twin Link Bright Lance and Spirit Stones, 5 Fire Dragons, Wave Serpent, Shuriken Cannon, Spirit Stones, 5 Fire Dragons, Shuriken Cannon, Spirit Stones, 3 Jet Bikes, Fire Prism, Spirit Stones, Eldrad with, 6 Warlocks, 4 Destructors, an Embolden and Enhance, an Autarch with a Power Weapon, and Mandy Blasters, and a Wave Serpent with Shuriken Cannon, Spirit Stones, and 7 Warlocks, or 7 Warp Spiders with an Exarch, with Twin Death Spinners. Alright, Grey Knight list coming up. Alright everyone, here's Simon to tell you his Grey Knight list. Let's see what we got here.
Okay, for my 3 cheap choices, I have 10 Grey Knights with Thunderhammer essentially, and 2 Side Cannons. Multiply that by 3. I have 2 Nemesis Dread Knights with Sword and Personal Teleporter. I have Shooty Dreadnought with Cyborg Ammunition and Dual Autocannons. A squad of Paladins with Rune Shenanigans all around, each individual with Incinerator, Side Cannon, Halberd, Falchions, a Demon Hammer, and Grey Knight Grandmaster with Side Cannon.
Alright, we're going to roll off and deploy, and we'll see you back. Hello everyone, Scribbles here. When I got home, I noticed something was wrong with the deployment zone video for my Eldar, so you can actually see it running past here real quick while I'm describing this. I'm sorry that happened. I'm not entirely sure what did happen, but you'll get to see most of my deployment zone when in the Grey Knight deployment video. Alright, I'm out. Alright everyone, that was Grey Knight's deployment and Eldar redeploy. We've got a squad of 10 Grey Knights right there. We've got the Paladins and the Grandmaster sitting right there. He's made them scoring. We got another 10-man squad of Grey Knights, another 10-man squad of Grey Knights, Dread Knight, and the Dreadnought. Apparently they have Cybolt ammunition.
I forgot.
Simon is not as good at being famous as he thought. In my redeployment, I rolled 3. I moved 1 Fire Prism from over there to right here, and moved those Warp Spiders to right there. Alright, you want to roll to seize the initiative, Simon?
Yeah, I will.
Simon has failed to seize the initiative with a 2. Alright, Eldar turn 1 coming up. Alright, everyone, that's the end of Eldar turn 1. We've got Fortune on both those tanks. They both turbo boosted over there for the cover save. We shuffled forward over here, and that kind of actually sat still. These guys actually shuffled forward 12 inches. Shot at that Dread Knight, inflicted 2 wounds miraculously. It was amazing. We twin linked our shots right there. Shot strength 6 AP3 all over this squad, which no longer exists. Inflicted 6 wounds, he went to ground. Inflicted 6 wounds, he went to ground. Failed 5 of them. Took a leadership check. They broke and ran off the table. Over here, we tried to shoot our Shuriken Cannon at him and missed. And then in the assault phase, these guys shunted 6 inches backwards from him. Alright, Grey Knight turn 1, coming right up. It is Grey Knight's turn 1. We are in the middle of the shooting phase, and Simon's dice have already taken a turn for the worst. 8 shots with Side Cannons. We've got 5, 4, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. 4 shots, and on that, he perils and glanced himself again and shook himself again. Alright, I'll be back at the end of Grey Knight turn 1. Everyone, that's the end of Grey Knight turn 1. That Dread Knight moved 12 inches over from there. That one right there shunted 30 inches to there, ran 1 inch. He ran 1 inch as well. All these guys shot at them with the hilarious Side Cannon, but the Stormbolters made up for it, murdering 4 of them. And they took a morale check and passed. And that was it for the Grey Knight turn. Eldar turn 2 coming up. Alright everyone, that's the end of Eldar turn 2. This didn't move, this didn't move. Unfortunately, that Wave Serpent doomed him. and attempted to do them and failed. My warp spiders moved over here. They're 30 inches or so, and one of them killed himself. He passed his leadership check. Dumped out all my dudes over here, shot into him, only inflicted 2 wounds, unfortunately.
What to kill?
Over here, I shot both my fire prisms, couldn't link them into his dreadnought. I penetrated, but he passed his cover save. Here, I shot my Bright Lance into it, glanced, he passed his cover save. And my 2 squads of jet bikes came in, turbo boosted 24 inches. Alright, that's the end of Eldar turn 2, Grey Knight turn 2 coming up. Alright everyone, that's the end of Grey Knight turn 2. He shuffled them over and murdered that warp spider. Everyone else kind of hung out. He moved forward about 14 inches. He hopped over there and forgot to take a dangerous terrain check for it.
Watch him die right here.
And he doesn't kill himself. He assaulted my wave serpent and blew it up, taking a wound in the process, only killing 1 seer. Killed 1 warlock with 6 wounds. Alright, Eldar turn 3 coming right up. Alright, that's the end of Eldar turn 3. Over here we chose not to move. This shunted over about 6 inches. Fire dragons over there re-embarked and that moved 12 inches. Those fire dragons, after being guided, moved up to the edge of the terrain there. The Seer Council got into that tank and it moved over there. We doomed the Dread Knight, fortuned the Seer Council. This shot a small blast onto this Seer Council, wounded it. This shot a Bright Lance into it, wounded it, and killed it. These guys shot their guided melter guns into that one and killed it. That's the end of Eldar turn 3. Grey Knight's coming up. That was the end of Grey Knight turn 3. He chose not to move anything. The Psy Cannon right there shot into that Wave Serpent, exploded it. He inflicted no casualties, and I was not pinned. The Dreadnought shot into my Fire Prism and exploded it. Alright, that was the end of turn 3, turn 4 coming up. That was the end of Eldar turn 4. We moved over here a little bit. Shot at the Dreadnought, missed. He moved forward 12 inches. Shot at the Dreadnought, glanced and stunned him. These guys moved and ran about 10 inches. Those guys decided to stay still. That moved forward to get a cover save. Alright, Grey Knight turn 4 coming up. Alright everyone, that was the end of Grey Knight turn 4. He tried to fortitude that Dreadnought and failed on an 11. He shot at my Wave Serpent with his 2 Psy Cannons right there. Glanced it twice and shook it twice. He also tried to shoot at this one, glanced it once, and I passed my cover save. Alright, Eldar turn 5 coming right up. Alright guys, that was the end of Eldar turn 5. Didn't go quite as well as expected. They moved and ran. After fortuning themselves, dooming this squad right here, that's down to 2 dudes. Moved forward, disembarked my fire dragon, shot into that, exploded. It killed 2 of them, and 1 of the fire dragons. Over here, we moved forward 12, disembarked all of them, blade stormed into them, and murdered 6 of them. These guys turbo boosted, he shot a large blast onto them, they lost 1 from the blast of the Dreadnought, and they lost 2 more from the blast. They took a leadership check passed, and passed their leadership check. Alright, it's the end of Eldar turn 5, Grey Knight's coming up. Alright everyone, that's the end of Grey Knight turn 5. He shot those Psy Cannons into that rear armor, wrecked it. He shot these 2 dudes into my fire dragons, killed 1, assaulted, killed 1, and I killed 1 back. Drawn combat. Shot those 2 Psy Cannons into that one and wrecked it, unfortunately. Sad face. And that's about it. Would you like to roll to see if game goes on?
Yes.
3 plus.
Demons!
Game over. He looks out and gets a tie.
Yeah.
Alright, we will see you next time.